everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies here, and today we are going to be reviewing Phantom of the Auditorium's episode from the 90s Goosebumps TV show. It's a little late to say it, but happy late Thanksgiving, I guess, and happy early Christmas, or just generally happy holidays. We got the Christmas setup going on here. We have a pink tree, some Christmas or winter-themed kids horror. We got the Will Byers pop going on up there. But we're not here to talk about the Christmas setup. We are here to talk about a very unpopular episode from the 90s Goosebumps series. This one is one of the earlier ones. It's another season 1 episode, which is the only thing cementing it as kind of popular. Outside of it being in the first season, I never even think about this one, and I barely see it brought up outside of manual discussion. Yeah, Phantom of the Auditorium's episode. And by the way, I don't have anything to show for it physically because it was never really released physically outside of maybe other countries on VHS, because I know there was a lot of episodes released in Italy on VHS. So, but anyways, let's just dive in. Now for the blurb. Yes, I'm reading off an Attack Mutant DVD because it's the only DVD this episode's on, I believe, outside of alternate country release. When Brooke gets the lead in a school play about a phantom, she is thrilled until the nightmares begin. At school, there's talk of a real phantom who has haunted the auditorium for years. Pretty basic. If you want more info, we have her friend Zeke, who a lot of people believe might be the phantom. But is he really the phantom? There's also a new kid in town who also joins the play. Maybe he might be pulling the strings. Maybe it's someone else. Maybe it's a lot of things. Who knows? But, let's talk about this episode. I'm pretty on par with my feelings on the book as to the episode. I think I gave them both the exact same rating, as we'll see at the end of this video. It's just like, this one, it's a bit iffy, but I do lean on the side more that I like it. I'll say that much. I think it's decent, just not anything I really come back to craving more, you know what I'm saying? But overall, it's just an episode, just nothing, again, that I crave. One of the most immediate things I liked about this episode was the character banter. I think that also goes along with the acting, which is not half bad. I think it is overall decent. There are iffier spots, specifically with one actress, the lead actress for Brooke. I don't know her name, because I'm not that deep. But generally, the acting in this one is decent, and the banter between the characters is pretty entertaining, and I quite like seeing it play out. There's especially some good lines and dialogue from, say, the teacher character from Tina, or even from the lead character, Brooke and Zeke, and even the Phantom. I think the Phantom has one of the best scenes, which brings me to the Phantom itself. Phantom's an interesting character when we kind of get to, learn more about him. I like the urban legend building up to his reveal at the very end of the episode. There's also this red herring Phantom, who was the one we were following for most of the episode, which is a bit disappointing, but it's not horrible. I mean, disappointing in regards that it wasn't the real Phantom, just I did like it in itself. It was some homeless dude. It's pretty creepy in a way, and really interesting. Yeah, I just liked both Phantoms that we got, technically. They're both pretty cool. Obviously, I prefer the bigger one, the real one, but yeah, it's a pretty decent time, but this episode does have some pitfalls. Since this is based off a book, I mean, all of the episodes are besides the trilogy, it's bound to correlate some issues from the book, or some upsides, and sadly, there's more issues that it correlates, specifically the plot. The plot of the book is not horrible. In fact, I think I slightly give the edge to the book, because at least it has, more going for it. It's a bit more drawn out, especially with the characters, which I guess I like more. But it's still a very story overall. And the episode portrays that to a T. It's still a very whatever story. This story has really nothing going for it all too crazy. And that's also a factor of how predictable the reveals are. And they are so spottable. I mean, they have characters placed there so obviously just to have some importance in the big twist. Whether that be they're the red herring, like the night janitor, Emil or something, whatever his real name is. And of course, the new kid. Turned out to be the Phantom. Whoa! Brooke's actress is solid, I guess. Their acting is iffy at times. I think there's moments where it's over the top, or she's extremely loud and obnoxious, or it's just not my thing. There's some lines that aren't delivered very well, specifically in the back half, I feel, even. And also the ending. I like it, and it does tie into the twist nicely, because it basically confirms all your suspicions. It is the twist, I guess. but that's it. That's my biggest issue of the, ending, is that it is the ending. It's a really rough point to leave off on just because of how darn abrupt it is. And I wish it was not quite as, hey, it's the end. Like, whoa, what? It just comes out of absolute nowhere. It's kind of, I will say the same thing about the Blubbity Everyone episode. The ending is just so abrupt, it's like, that's it? There should have been at least, like, a few more minutes just to tidy everything up. Tidy up all the characters. No, it just ends, and it's super jarring. But, yeah, this episode wasn't terrible, just quite flawed. And not the, most interesting of stories. Overall, I give Phantom of the Auditorium a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, I didn't quite love this one. In fact, I thought it was just, at best, decent. It's nothing I ever really want to come back to. The only thing I quite, actually kind of loved in here were some specific characters and the banter and dialogue they had. I really liked the teacher, and I liked the Phantom at the very end when he came into play. He was really cool, albeit the twist predictable. On the fright meter, I have to give it a flat 1. Nothing about this episode was strikingly scary. I guess the scariest thing you get out of here, which is very brief, and is obviously not even the real Phantom, the red herring, which is scarier than the real deal, I guess, was the red herring, the night janitor, who was just really a homeless guy. That's it. It's not a very scary episode at all. And sadly, I have to say, not Chunky Proof, not to a extreme degree. I just think it's not worth your time, and I don't think you should check it out unless you really love the book, or maybe the Sage Play, or whatever version you've seen. Yeah, it's just not an episode that is gold standard. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode review. Tell me what you think about this one down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.